Hi, everyone.
Welcome to our latest Mech Spotlight episode.
So, what are you going to surprise me with today?
Let's see. Oh, right. There's a new legendary tank now available in-game. Meet Blockhorn.
Ooh, a tank. It's been a while since we've seen one of those. Spill the details.
Sure thing. Well, for starters, Blockhorn is the first tank with a max energy capacity of 32, giving you full freedom of choice in terms of weapons. Since it's a tank, this mech is pretty hefty, so don't expect it to move fast. However, you'll love its durability, with over 220,000 HP once fully ranked up.
Sounds intriguing. And I'm guessing Blockhorn's name hints at its ability? Are we talking shields here?
Exactly. Blockhorn's ability is called Barricade. The mech deploys an impassable barrier that blocks enemy fire and most abilities. That means you also can't walk through it, and could even use it to block off certain areas of the map. The Barricade also blocks abilities that apply splash effects, as well as splash damage dealt by your enemies. So, for example, abilities like mechs from Tengu, Zephyr, Surge, and Hemlock won't be able to reach you if you're behind Blockhorn's barrier.
Sounds pretty powerful.
And that's not even the best part. You see, the Barricade also has an amp zone behind it, which increases the damage your allies deal while in it, meaning it's good for offense and defense. Also, remember that the barrier has its own HP. Its effects last until it hits 0 or the timer elapses, whichever comes first.
I can't wait to test it out already. Maybe it's time to move on to some complementary weapons then?
All right. With Blockhorn, sniper weapons work really well. I'm talking long arms, railguns, quantum guns. Basically any option works. Even though Blockhorn is a tank and can clearly take a hit, I still wouldn't go with close quarters weapons. If an enemy starts to flee, you could find yourself stuck behind your own barricade with a short-ranged weapon that can't reach your target.
Noted. What about more versatile types like assault or guided weapons?
Yeah, those ones would fit well with Blockhorn too. From the assault options, I'd pick carbines, fusion cannons, and vipers. And as for guided weapons, you can never go wrong with javelins or helix racks. Your imagination's the only limit, so try out different combinations until you find your perfect mix.
Will do. And what about some tips for dessert? Anything I should know to crush it in the arena?
You got it. The tactic that would go well with Blockhorn is to hit and run. You put up the barrier first, blast your enemies to bits, and then step away. Once the ability's not on cooldown anymore, repeat the action. You can try different spots, set up the barricade next to a different obstacle, and increase the protection zone for your team. This will allow some of your allies to hide and recharge, while others can shoot and take advantage of your enemies with the extra damage from the amp zone.
Solid tactic. Anything else?
With Blockhorn's barricade, you can feel pretty comfy being far from hideaways. You can take some time to recharge and regroup with your allies, even if you're out in open territory. Sometimes, even the slightest protection can buy you valuable extra seconds. Last but not least, remember that the barricade has a cooldown that lasts a bit longer than its effect. So, time management is crucial with a mech like Blockhorn. Make sure you've got enough HP and ammo before the ability goes on cooldown, and you should be just fine.
Nice. Now I know how to ace battles with Blockhorn. I totally want to try it now.
Same for me. I bet it'll make a perfect addition to my squad.
Of course. Thank you all for watching.
Don't forget to hit like, let us know what you think of Blockhorn, and subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for more awesome Mech Arena updates.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye!